Hey Aries, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. My name's Crystal and I'm just going to jump right in. So your meditation was pretty awesome. As soon as I got into meditation, and they did it in this like real calming but dramatic way where they're like, everything's fine, everything's working out, your blessings are on the way. And then they showed me a heart, but then they split the heart. And when they split the heart, I saw you running towards a finish line. And they're saying that right now is not really a big, huge focus on love for a group of you, and that's who I'm reading for today. That's the energy they want me to talk about. So if you are interested in love, this really, I mean, love may show up in this, but as far as what they're telling me, it's that you've been in this cycle of personal growth and really focusing on maybe family, finances, your health. There's a lot of different things, and it feels like you've actually made a lot of changes in many areas at once. And some of it you do so naturally, you're not realizing how well you're doing, and they want to be able to give you praise for that. And I'm hearing in meditation, if you are somebody who likes to meditate, like me, I'm kind of obsessed with it, probably a little too much. Yeah. They want me at a human more, and I don't wanna. I wanna 5D it more. I like the vibrational realm. Anyway, they're saying that if you do that, if you meditate, for example, in the morning, and then before you go to bed at night, like you kind of meditate yourself into sleep. I love to do that every night. When you meditate yourself into sleep, they're going to start pointing out all the things you did that day that were beneficial for you, that were wonderful changes and progress that you've made, because there's this energy, and it's really about the energy, Aries. You're taking action and you're actually making a lot of progress, so much progress, but you're not recognizing the different nuances in your day that you have changed and shifted already, and they want to help you see that because it's going to be beneficial for your energy. Because it's almost like this, and this is what they're giving to me now. It's like, all right, you need to do, let's just say, you need to clean up your diet, maybe start walking, and let's just start with that. So you're supposed to clean up your diet and start walking right now. That's all you're supposed to do, right? That's your focus. And yes, you have several other things that you need to do too, right? But there's two things they want you to focus on, and those are the two things. So you wake up, you have a nice healthy breakfast, you take a walk at lunch, maybe on your lunch break if you work, or whatever, whenever you walk. And then maybe for dinner you have something that's semi-healthy but not totally healthy, and you're taking that one thing that you ate that was semi-unhealthy, or semi-healthy I should say, and you're saying, oh, I need to do better, but not neglecting the progress. Like, I had a healthy breakfast. I ate this and I've never eaten this. I took a new route today and I met two new people. I saw signs on this road here. I walked past houses that I thought, ooh, I'd like to live in a house like that one day. They really want you to start focusing on what you're doing right. And it doesn't matter if you have 100 things in your day that have gone wrong. If you can just muster enough focus to find relief in that one thing you did right that day, your energy is going to shift, and you're stepping into a new vibration, a higher vibration, where there's certain things, certain patterns of thought. And I don't want to say you're being harsh, but Aries, you are a cardinal sign. You are the initiator. You are the sign that marks the calendar, right? Spring equinox. And so you can tend to, like, you're really good at starting things, and you're actually really good at seeing them through. But it's like what you started, maybe you went like from 0 to 100 for 2 days with your new stuff that you're doing. And then days 3, 4, and 5, you were down in the 20% instead of the 100%. Well, you're beating yourself up for only getting 20% done when you had 2 full days of 100%. And what they're saying is, those 2 full days of 100% of you adding in all the change that you need to do all at once is actually counterproductive, because it's affecting your energy. It's like learning new things requires a level of focus that's just going to make you tired. And that's how it is. The learning process can be tiring. So they don't want you to be like a bull in a china shop. They want you to do one or two things and talk about those one or two things. And then you're going to find that you added 7 or 8 other little things in your day that are actually growing you in other areas, but your main focus is those 2 things. And that's what they want you to focus on right now, is really goosing you up. And they, when you meditate at night, for the group of you who do, they're going to start showing you like a picture reel of your day and say, hey, I did this and this was amazing. You did this and this was amazing. You did this and you tried this. And when this person called you and they were being an asshole to you, and your first reaction wasn't to go get liquor. Your first reaction wasn't to go smoke weed. Your first reaction wasn't to go, be mean to somebody. Your first reaction was to sit, like you actually sat down and you cried and you expressed your feelings to source, and then you meditated. And it's like they need you to recognize that is a huge growth for you as far as confidence, as far as grace, as far as not having that reactionary energy. And they want you to be proud of yourself for that. All right, so let's get into the cards. That wanted to come out. These are new. That one of my subscribers got these for me. Thank you, Cece. You're the best. Okay. So let me see what we've got. Right away, I'm noticing there's 2 cards with the word weave in it. All right, so this card goes exactly with what I was talking about. It says, ignite your creative spark by initiating a new project or hobby that brings you joy and vitality. This is like seeing somebody doing puzzles. My light just flickered. There's something about a group of you out here, like doing puzzles would be something that's going to like kind of calm your mind and put you in this energy where you can relax. I don't know why that came through, but it did. So with this whimsical weave, it's asking you, when you think about weaving, it is thread by thread. So when you're weaving, that goes right back to the meditation, where there's these little strings here in this card, right? And each one of these is a string that's going to be a part of a weave, a web that you've weaved. And so this is like the new things that you're starting. All these little lines on here. I hope you can see that. This is not my normal setup. So for those of you who are new, I usually show my face, but I had what I call 3 days of darkness, where I had to go through something for the purpose of bringing that teaching to the channel. And I got really upset, and I punched and kicked and broke my background to hell. It's obliterated. Anyway, make me laugh. Oh, it makes me laugh. So you adding that, infusing some things in your life that are very creative in nature, and there's so many ways. I also just saw somebody doing like pouring paint. That paint that's like you pour and you shake it around and it does a pretty design. Something like that, where you just tapping into that, even if you feel like, well, what's the point? It's just a waste of time. No, it's not a waste of time. It's a way to bring about a new vibrational set point that's going to help you manifest what you want. And what they told me in the reading was, you guys, with that finish line, you're almost there to receiving something pretty profound that you've been wanting for some time, Aries. And it's happening. It feels like the second half, because it was your season. So second half of March is when it feels like it's going to be happening. It's like the first initial contact with somebody feels like it's going to be around that time. Okay. Some of you may find that you're going to be reconnecting with some old friends or family to strengthen some ties. It's like maybe you had to go through some growing periods as well as the other people, but now there's some type of relationship that I don't from this, I'm not getting like there was a fallout between. It's just like so much as your life's busy, their life's busy, and you're going to be reconnecting with someone that you haven't seen in quite some time. 3 weeks for that. All right, so revisiting your life goals and values, ensuring your choices align with your true purpose. They are saying whatever creative outlet that you do, it's actually going to help you revisit your life goals and values and help you align those with your purpose. So there's something about this creative energy that's going to put you into a vibrational set point that makes it easier for you to listen to your inner being, your higher self, who is going to feed you the play by play, the step by step. And I feel like that's where you are right now, Aries. You've had the big picture, and now it's time to like drill down into the details, and the details are the day-to-day stuff. And then that's what you're going to be focusing on. So when you start adding this new stuff, the day-to-day stuff, the things they're asking you to do are for the purpose of raising your vibration, of helping you explore new feelings through untapped potentials, and through it's like even expressing your emotions in a creative way. I am literally seeing somebody taking a marker and going like getting their anger out. But you know what? If you have to do that with a paper, do it. It's I don't know. There's something about that that's going to be very helpful. Just to like see that color go on there and bam, 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 like smacking, a marker like this. Marker. That type of stuff. I don't know why that came through, but for somebody, that is going to be beneficial. Maybe you're having a bad day and you're sitting there and you're trying to write something out and it pisses you off and you just gang, gang, gang. There's something about anger has been, and Aries, you can be explosive, a little bit of a hothead sometime. That's okay. That's okay. We all can. Especially me. I'm a Scorpio. Scorpio sun and moon. Yikes. That's okay if you do that. But what they're saying is instead of trying to deal with a really huge amount of explosive anger at once, Source has been helping you release like anger over time and showing you how to do it in an easier way. So while you think that you're not making any progress, hold on just a second. Excuse me. All right, this is important that I say this because I sneezed. Okay. You are making progress, but Source is saying you get frustrated because you're thinking, God, what happened? Why did this day go to hell? I do A, B, C, D, and E. I'm doing it. And then you wake up and you end up having like an angry outburst for whatever reason. And you're like throwing your hands up like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't type of energy. Well, they're saying all of this anger has been pent up deep down in your chakras, root chakra, really deep. And they've been helping you pull that to the surface and release it like one thing at a time. So it's not that you're not making progress. It's just that it would be too much for you to release all of your anger in one jump. Okay. It would be too much. I mean, that's prison talk right there. Like if you had that much anger and you're going to explode, you're going to end up getting in trouble. And so Source has done it incrementally, bringing you a little more. Maybe it's the same situation that keeps coming and repeating and it's showing you a pattern with someone in your life, but they're helping you release it little by little. So it's taking a little longer, but you're ready for it now. Because you've shown a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Emotional intelligence. You've showed that in some type of situation that you haven't recognized yet, and Source is going to bring that to you, bring that to your awareness in a meditation. All right. They want you to engage in social activities that align with, your interests, your creative stuff, and also they're saying you engaging in social activities that are healthy, like that are creative, especially if you can do it from a creative, because these are bookending each other. So it's like the beginning and the end. So getting social through new creative projects, maybe taking an art class somewhere or, a Tai Chi class. I don't know why that came to me, but it did. You're going to meet a lot of important connections through doing that. And at the bottom, what you don't see coming. Happiness. When you start engaging in social activities through creative outlets and you end up reconnecting, okay, they're saying there's someone here who's going to engage in some type of social activity. I don't know, maybe it's a dance class or something. Some type of activity that you don't normally go to, and you're going to run into somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, and it's going to be a good experience. It's actually going to make you feel really good about something bad that's happened in the past. You're going to feel like pressure being released off your chest. There will be an ease that comes from this. Maybe you thought something that went sour really didn't go sour for this person, and they are okay with you now. Okay, I don't know. Something along those lines for someone. You're about to be celebrating a really big accomplishment. And what you've been doing now is healing the overthinking, healing the thoughts. You remember in the meditation part of your reading in the beginning where I said maybe you have, let's just say you have 9 things you need to initiate. And they're telling you to work on these 2. And you decide, no, I'm going to do all 9 day 1, all 9 day 2. And then you come to day 3 and you have a little bit of a setback. Well, it's not a setback. It may be them teaching you how to be strong and deal with your anger. Because if you notice, she's the lion and she's with the lamb at the same time. So it's like you have this inside of you where you could really kind of explode and, be ferocious. But you've been acclimating this into this softer energy on this side. So what they're showing me is they've been helping you heal incrementally, but you haven't been understanding that what you're going through is actually progress. And they don't want you beating yourself up for not being able to do all 9 new things every single day. It's like they really want you to start with 2 and get really good at that. And you're going to progress a lot faster and further than if you were to try to do all at once. It's just too much change at once. Even though you're good with change, you don't need to worry about doing things like that anymore. Okay. All right. So Source has got a big surprise for you. The Moon card with the Star card, that's three major arcana. Oh my God, 5. So there's some type of connection that's coming to you. That's it's a high level of commitment. It could be spiritual in nature, but what you don't see coming is an offer from this type of energy, a mentor, some type of organization. You're going to receive some type of offer, and guess what it's to do with? The Page of Cups for me is about creativity. It's an offer, right? It could be an offer, but it's also about being in the infancy stage of something creative. And that's why they want you to ignite your creative spark. This creative spark that you ignite is going to lead to some type of really big offer that you don't see coming. This is designed to be this way. You are meant to receive these pieces of, this information one nugget at a time, nugget by nugget by nugget, breadcrumb by breadcrumb by breadcrumb. You're not supposed to see everything at once, because if you were to see everything at once and know, like if somebody came to you and said you're gonna have this big beautiful career, you're gonna become you're gonna become a socialite overnight, making lots of money, and you're gonna be on the stage doing da 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 da. For some of you, that's just not even believable. So there's going to be some time required to get you to believe that. Now, if Source was to tell you that, and then they're going to say it's going to take 5 years, 6 months, 3 days, 2 hours, and 18 minutes. And you're going to go, hell no, I ain't doing that. I ain't going to wait around that long. I'm going to do A, B, C, D, and E while that's coming in. Well, it wouldn't come in 5 years, 6 months, 2 hours, 18 minutes, something like that. It wouldn't come at that time. Because if you knew this was the date that it was going to happen, and you are here, you're going to keep living your life the way you want to live and not really putting in the work that's going to actually progress you forward to get you there. And that's what they've been doing, and that's why they're doing it step by step. If you knew all the things you had to go through and do before you received it, it would be too overwhelming. So they don't want you to get frustrated anymore about not knowing everything. It's like they're giving you what you need to know right now, and they're giving it to you in an advanced amount of time, to where when it's time for you to really integrate all this and take the action, which you're in right now, the beginning stages, it's going to be seamless for you. But all of this to say, this is leading you to a heart's desire. For some of you, this could be marriage. This could be marriage and a child. They're saying the number 17 is significant. Oh my God, it's 2017 on the clock. Okay. That is what I have for you, Aries. I'm sorry it was long. The meditation was a little bit detailed. I will see you in the next one. Peace and love.